In a town far, far away, it was book week. So a character from Star Wars came to teach the year 3s lesson 7, finding fractions, with your host, Princess Leia. Hello. Welcome to lesson 7 of finding fractions today. So we have lots of exciting things to cover. First of all, let's read our problem together. There are 8 chopsticks in total. All right, let me see. Here we are, 8 chopsticks. 1/8 of the chopsticks has been left in the sink. Well, today you are going to be finding unit fractions of a number, but then you're also going to be finding non-unit fractions of a number. And there's a special way to remember how to find this. We call it WDDMN. So let's have a look. Here we are. So WDD means the whole number is being divided by the denominator. So we have an example here, 2/3 of 12. WDD, we have my whole, which is 12, is going to be divided by WDD, whole divided denominator, by my denominator, which is my denominator 2 or is my denominator 3? My denominator is 3. So 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Now, here you could either use your maths facts. So if your division skills are very good, you know automatically 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Or you could do your inverse, 4 times 3 is equal to 12. If you want to double check, you can always use our grouping method. So I've drawn 3 circles and I've counted to 12, put 1 in each until I've run out. And then you can pick 1 because we're finding that for now. So there's 4. Next step is MN, multiply by the numerator. So you're going to take this 4, very important, and you're going to multiply it by the numerator, MN. So my numerator is 2. It's saying I actually want 2 of these groups, not just 1. So 4 times 2, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So here we have those 2 groups together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is as simple as that. Step 1, WDD, whole divided by denominator. Step 2, multiply that by your numerator. So let's have a go and look back at that question. Here we are. So there are 8 chopsticks in total. 1/8 of the chopsticks has been left in the sink. So already 1/8, I need to think, what would my numerator be? What would my denominator be? Now a numerator, remember, is how many you want. So in this case, 1/8, that 1 is going to be my numerator. And all together, my whole thing, my whole has been divided into 8 parts. So that's going to be my denominator. So you should have something that looks like this. 1/8 of 8, because that's what it's asking us to do. Now we can use our WDD here. So WDD, whole divided by denominator. Here my whole is 8. So I'm going to do 8 divided by whole divided by denominator. 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. Now I'm going to multiply this by my numerator. So take this number, 1 times my numerator. 1 times my numerator is 1. 1 times 1 is equal to 1. So 1/8 of 8 is 1. Let's have a look in the next one. half of the chopsticks are being used now. So half, what would that look like in fraction form? What would you put as your numerator? What would you put as your denominator? Hopefully you said you would put 1 as your numerator and 2 as your denominator. So it should look like this. So half of 8 is Now, some of you, I already know that you know what the answer is, but let's still look at our WDD M&N strategy. So WDD, whole divided by denominator. My whole is 8. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. So we know that's going to be 4. I'm not finished yet though, because I still need to check, multiply this by my numerator. So 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Now I know that I'm ready, and that is 4. Now, these haven't been too bad because you can see that these are your unit fractions. There's only 1 in the numerator. Here, we're going to now be doing a non-unit fraction. This is why the MN part is very important. You must remember that step. 3/4 of the chopsticks are from China. So how would I write my fraction? I have my vinculum, 3/4. What number should I put as my numerator? 3. And then that means quarters, I know that would be 4 as my denominator. 3/4 of the chopsticks. How many chopsticks do we have? What's the whole number? 2, 4, 6, 8. Whole divided by denominator. My whole is, tell me when to stop, is 8. 8 divided by, whole divided by denominator. Denominator, denominator, down, denominator, down, down. Whole is like 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Now I take this 2, I'm going to bring it down here, and now I'm going to MN multiply by my numerator. My numerator is 3. 2 times 3, or 3 plus 3, is equal to 6. So 3/4 of 8 is equal to 6. Now, this wasn't bad because I have a picture of this and you can easily visualize it. Here we have another example using, almost looks like a lightsaber, using a bar model. So here you can see all together, this is representing 32. Each individual part we're not sure of, and then here we have put 5 of them together and we're not sure the value of that. So that's what we're going to find out today. It says there are 32 children. 5/8, this is why the bar is here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because each of these represents 8. My 32 has been divided into 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I only want to find 5 of these 8. So 1, 8, 2, 8, 3, 8, 4, 8, 5, 8. 5/8 have baked a cake. How many cakes are there? Now today, it's good practice to first find your unit fraction. So what would my unit fraction be here? Would it be 1/32 or 1/8? Well, look at the question again. It's asking for 5/8. So to get to that step, first you want to find 1/8. So 1/8 of my whole, what's my whole number? Remember, this is the whole thing all together. It is 32. 1/8 of 32 is, so we can do WDD here as well. So 32 is my whole, W, D, divide, D, denominator. 32 divided by 8. Now you might need to use some grouping strategy here, Actually, let's do that together. So I'm going to draw 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to put 1 in each until I get to the number 32. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see already I've stopped and I'm checking. I've done 1 for each because I've gotten to 8. I'm going to keep going and stop until 32. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Now I can see that each one has 1, 2, 3, 4 in it. So 32 divided by 8 is equal to 4. If you remember your maths facts, you could have also done the inverse. What times 8 is equal to 32? 4. So that is our WDD, whole divided by denominator. Remember, step 2, I'm going to take this 4 and I'm going to multiply it by my numerator. So 4 times 1 is equal to 4. So we know that 1/8 of 32 is 4. But the question is asking 5/8 we want to find. So in this case, what is my numerator going to be? Here was my unit fraction. Now I want to do my non-unit fraction, 5/8. So my numerator is going to be 5, and my denominator is going to be 8. 5/8 of my whole is going to be the same, 32. It is not changed. 5/8 of 32. Same thing now, RWDD. So my whole is 32, and I'm going to WD, whole divide, WDD, whole divided by denominator. So my denominator is 8. And we've actually already found that 32 divided by 8 is equal to 4. Now, next step, remember, we're going to take that 4 and we're going to multiply it by the numerator. Now, we found that 32 divided by 8 is 4. We need to do the next step and multiply by the numerator, mn. So I'm going to take my 4 from here and now multiply by my numerator. Now this was my problem. My numerator is, tell me when to stop. Stop. 5. So 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Remember, you can use your 4 times tables or your 5 times tables. Most of you, I know you're very good with your multiplication tables now, so you've gotten that. So we know that 5/8 of 32 is equal to 20. So how many cakes are there? There are 20 cakes. Delicious. Have a go at the rest of your problems. Remember your strategy. If you want to write it down on your paper, that's an excellent idea for you to remember. You can use the acronym WDD and MN if you want to write it down like this for yourself. But remember, whole divided by denominator, take that answer and then multiply it by the numerator. WDD, MN. I hope you have a great time doing this. Again, let us know if you have any questions and have a great rest of your book week. Bye-bye.